Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. It is I, AvidExpert, and I got another cool video to show you guys today. So I've been given some images recently from the ambassador program from a very cool fan, and I really appreciate that, by the way. Thank you so much. They don't want to be named, but I just want to give them a shout out regardless. Another thing to note here is this is not the same ambassador program that you can register to online and get early news. This was a Tokyo exclusive event at the actual Capcom headquarters, and we basically get to see that the game is 90% complete. This image has been shown multiple times before. However, I have a lot more images from the event itself, including some of the items. So let's get into those images and start debating what these items are going to be used for, as a few of them are a little bit weird, and I'll show you what I mean by that now. So here is the list of items themselves. It is a 4x4 grid, so there's 16 items incomplete. There are 2 duplicate items here as well, which we'll get into, but this is not a comprehensive list of the entire items in the game, and we can prove this because we are missing the pistol as well as the switchblade and a few other items that are definitely going to be in the game. So the first 2 items I'm going to focus in on are the duplicate items, but these look like some kind of key to a clock or possibly to a musical box, and that's very Resident Evil-esque. Now I'm not sure how this is going to come into play exactly, but I'm assuming these are going to be used for opening parts of the environment, as everyone could probably expect. But it looks like we're going to have to carry a lot of the puzzle pieces in our inventory, and they're going to take up space anyway. Next up, we have a container or syringe possibly, or even a pipe bomb maybe. It's kind of blurry, so it's hard to tell on this one, but I'm definitely thinking it's some kind of chemical anyway. It looks like a container for sure, and that's going to be part of the game in terms of combat aid or medical aid. And above it, we have a key, which is going to definitely be used for opening a lot of the environments. As we already saw in one of the trailers, you can use keys to open the environment, and I think this is going to be a larger part in the game, like the older Resident Evils. We're going to actually have to explore again and get keys to open up certain doors and to get through the environment and traverse back and forth. We have some kind of dog or wolf helmet at the top left as well. At least that's what it looks like to me. Maybe even a dragon. It's a little bit blurry, but it looks like a wolf or a dog to me. This one's kind of interesting. Again, we got a lot of puzzle pieces to the right of that. We've got some kind of wheel with a lever attached to it that we're going to have to obviously rotate at some point, and we've even got the backpack that we've seen in a previous scene. So I'm not sure if that's like implying we can use that as inventory space, or if that's just going to be an aesthetic thing that, you know, adds to the lore of to why we actually have an inventory that's so limited. And to the right of that, we get to see some dynamite on a timer. Now this is kind of interesting because this could go 2 ways in my opinion. The dynamite could either be something that we can throw, you know, it's on like a 5-second detonation timer, or it could be part of a scripted cinematic event or something where we've got to attach it to some struts, you know, and we've got like a 3-minute delay or something goes wrong with it. You know, the typical cliche stuff there. We have some kind of aid below that, and we saw that lately there's going to be a recipe list, so it looks like we might be able to get certain buffs in the game and aiding. It looks like crafting is actually going to be a larger part of this game. There's going to be a lot of items, enough that they needed a list to represent all of them. And to the right of that, we had the screwdriver, which seems to be a melee weapon, but at the same time it seems like melee is going to be a bit more of a core focus in this game. However, a lot of these tools are probably going to be used for exploration too. Now I can't really make out what this wooden thing here is, but it kind of looked like a weapon to me if possible, as it looks like it has a wooden stock to go into your shoulder for recoil. However, this could be something else entirely, and I'm not entirely sure. We have a plethora of medical items at the bottom here as well. So basically we have the green herb, a bottle, and the first aid kit. Now I'm not sure what this green bottle is because it seems separate from the first aid kit. Is it some form of liquidized green herb that isn't quite a first aid kit, or is it something entirely new? I'm not entirely sure, but that one actually got my curiosity peaking. And then finally we have the shotgun as well as a new set of keys. So like I said, keys are going to be a large part of this, and we just get confirmation of one of the weapons that we've already seen. But yeah, that was it for the items list, guys, and I found that really interesting to see anyway. All those items were quite fascinating, especially the TNT and a few of those puzzle pieces. But just let me know what you think in the comments below, because like I said, this is not a comprehensive list of all of the items. There is definitely going to be much more than shown here, but with such a focus on all the puzzle pieces, I'm sure you're actually going to become aware that inventory management really is going to be a big thing in this game. We already saw in the previous videos when the player didn't even have a puzzle piece in their inventory, that their inventory was quite full, and you know, they were already struggling for space. So imagine putting like 3 puzzle pieces in there as well. Yeah, it's definitely going to be like the old Resident Evil games. It's gonna be lovely, guys. Now there are other images from the event itself, however nothing is really really too amazing. It's just little dinners and screenshots like that of things that we already know of. And I only like to cover the new and interesting things, the things that really grab my attention and what I think that everybody will appreciate rather than reporting on everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. And if you did enjoy it, please leave a like and a subscribe, as it is the ultimate form of support to me. Now, thank you very much for watching the entire video. Have a beautiful day and peace.